Hi, welcome to Kitchen Garden Therapy. My name is Slava and today I will be doing some succession plantings, and I would like to take you along with me and talk a bit more about why it's important to do succession planting. I will also share when and how you should be doing your succession plantings. And let's start over here with my kale. I have some beautiful kale growing. I think this is red ursa. This is broccoli rabe and more broccoli rabe and some 1,000 head kale in front. More red ursa kale. And there are some empty spots over here around. There is also some onions growing over here. And I would like to plant some lacinato kale in between these kales and onions. Because I am planning to harvest this kale as baby leaves, I can do overseeding, so I plant really intense, a lot of seeds. The kale that's growing over here already had been planted indoors and then transplanted in these garden beds a few weeks ago. And we had been already harvesting this kale, and eventually it will start growing big and leaves will be tough. That's why I'm succession planting more kale today. I am also going to plant some lettuce. So this lettuce over here was also started indoors and then transplanted in this garden bed, and as you can see we had been picking already. There are bottom leaves missing, and I interplanted some onions in between the lettuce. And this lettuce I just took out right now from my winter sown container, and I am going to plant it all around here. This is my raised bed, so the soil is really soft here. I can do plantings with just one hand, no tools required. That's why I love raised beds. So easy to plant things. So I already have the lettuce transplanted from indoors. Now I just planted winter sown, and in between I will plant some more seeds of lettuce. Lettuce could be barely covered with soil, so I just usually scatter it around. And same as with kale, I'll be picking these as baby leaves so I can plant them really intense. So we had been already enjoying lettuce for a few weeks, and by transplanting these winter sown seedlings and sowing more seeds, I make sure we will have more and more lettuce until the summer hits. Lettuce doesn't do well in the summer, even though there are some varieties that do better than others. Sometime in May I will plant some of those heat-tolerant varieties, and the one that I planted today is called Paris Island. And the seedlings that I transplanted were the Chinese lettuce. Another crop that can be planted in succession is Swiss chard. Same as with lettuce that's over there. This Swiss chard was transplanted here from the indoor seedlings, and this is a golden, like yellow variety. Today I'll be succession planting rainbow Swiss chard. And as you can see, I am using survival garden seeds. And if you would like to get some seeds for yourself, you can use the promo code called Kitchen Garden Therapy and follow the link in the description box below to get 10% discount. This promo code will apply to 3 of their survival collection kits, which are the Home Garden Collection that has 30 packs of seeds, Homestead Collection with 50 packs, and the Farmer's Seed Collection with 100 packs. Now let's go plant some arugula. I love arugula and I always have it in my garden growing. This one I had sown in March, the end of March I believe, and it's growing up nicely even though we had some crazy weather, and I had already started harvesting. Today I would like to plant some more arugula because the one that's growing up right now will not last long. So I have to make sure I have more arugula for later. I like to also plant it really dense because I harvested when it's still small baby leaves. That's when arugula tastes the best, when it's still a small plant. The bigger it gets, the more tougher the leaves are, and also more bitter it is. With arugula, 2 succession plantings in the spring and then 2 more in the fall is usually enough to satisfy our needs. Same with spinach. I have some spinach that have overwintered. This one I planted in March and we had started picking it already. Exactly now is the time to plant another batch. And today I'll plant Viroflay variety. And I will plant in these empty spots over here, so by the time this one is up, the other one will be gone. Spinach is similar to arugula and lettuce. It does great in the spring, and then in the summer there are some varieties that are heat tolerant, like New Zealand spinach or Malabar spinach. So in the summer I'll be enjoying those, and now in the spring I'll have 2 batches of this spinach. And then in the fall I'll plant the regular spinach again. So all year around I make sure my family has spinach. That's why succession planting is important. Instead of harvesting all at once, you spread around your harvest. Now let's take a look at my radishes, which are coming along really nice. You can see they are plumping up and will soon be ready to harvest. So that means now is time to plant in these spots between the rows. And today I'll plant this champion variety, which is going to be ready in 25 days. So I just scattered some of the seeds in between the rows, and now I will cover them slightly with the soil. You can see that I'm still wearing winter coat. It's almost the end of April here in Chicago, but still really cold. We go from winter straight to summer. We barely have enough spring here. That's why I'm so happy for crops like radishes and spinach and lettuce that can grow in cool temperatures. I also have some carrots that are already sprouted and nicely growing. They actually need some thinning. You can see I planted them too dense. And there's also some onions and some garlic that I will start pulling out anytime soon. And right now I will plant another row of carrots right over here. And by doing this, I ensure to have a continuous harvest of carrots in the summer. The variety I'm planting today is called Little Fingers. Carrot seeds are so small and tiny, it's hard to not overseed, but that's okay. I will do some thinning later. I hope I convinced you to do some succession plantings as well and enjoy the continuous harvest from your garden throughout the whole year, not just harvesting all at once and then be without fresh vegetables. It's better to do small plantings and have small harvest all year around.